Hey there guys, Simply H here again, coming at you with another My World with Simply H. And as you know by now, it's a weekly one that I do. It is a bit late today, I understand, I know, but please forgive me. I had to go write exams down in London, so I basically just got back from there. Did my usual research quickly, so instead of everything being accurate as of 3 o'clock on Thursday, today everything will be accurate as of 9 o'clock on Thursday evening. So what can you expect? You can obviously expect movies, series, YouTuber of the week, a little bit of, I don't want to call it charity as such, but a little bit of help in the community. A new one I'm going to start into this week's, or from this week, is Song of the Week. And then we've got our usual rugby, football, as in soccer, cricket, UFC, and then we're going to round it all off with the old wrestling. So in movies this week, because of the studies and all that, I didn't get too many movies in. The movies I did get in, I watched on the bus on the way to London yesterday, and the one was free. Obviously both of the movies of today are free movies that I watched on YouTube, both horrors. The first one was called The Wrong House, which I thought was pretty cool. Go look for it on YouTube, The Wrong House. It is a full-length film that you can get there. It is basically two families with a history. They get put into a house, weird stuff starts to happen, they can't leave the house. The main villainous thing that happens is that only one family gets to stay in the house, but they are both vying for it, and they end up staying there for a very, very long time. And I won't spoil it, go watch it for yourself. I quite enjoyed it. The other one that I watched is called The Visitant. That was pretty creepy. Basically, the usual story: the loved one passes away, and you think that you're speaking to the loved one, but in fact you're speaking to something or someone else. So yeah, also obviously both of these films are low budget. They can't have much of a budget if you look at the quality in that, but the storytelling and using your imagination, you can enjoy that as well if you do enjoy your horror films. Series wise, Gotham as usual, Flash, and DC Legends of Tomorrow. But then two new ones I started this week was The Magicians, which is very cool. It started on Thursday, so there should be another episode coming out today. Yeah, in England I think it's out on Sci-Fi in the States. And then the Shannara Chronicles, which was something that had come out a while ago, yeah, and I had it on the PVR, but I didn't have a chance to watch it, and I've been quite engrossed with that one. Both of them, The Magicians and the Shannara Chronicles, are definitely ones that I'm looking to follow. And yeah, Shannara Chronicles has the dude in from Spartacus and Arrow, if you know which dude I'm talking about. I think he played Deathstroke on Arrow. And then in Spartacus, I think it was Leonidas, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not sure about his name on Spartacus, but he was definitely in there, one of the gladiators. Geordie Shore's having their 5th anniversary birthday, so they've got a huge thing going on with two teams, and Team Gaz and Team Charlotte. So yeah, that started on Tuesday night. And then that brings me to my YouTuber of the week. This week's YouTuber is MsFairy. I've been following her for quite a while, watching her videos. I love it when the sidekick pulls in and distracts her from what her train of thought is, or what have you. Really a great lady. She does unboxing, she does reviews. She's just started her own Facebook page as well, so I'm sure if you head on over to YouTube and subscribe over there, you'll be able to get a link to her Facebook page, where you can obviously be kept up to date with her hauls and all those things. She's a very cool chick, very genuine, and yeah, fun to watch. Then there is a credit that I want to give to one of the guys I've only just started following, who was talking about somebody that I've been following for quite some time, and I saw that there's something up. The credit is to Comic Book Junkie. Comic Book Junkie made a video about the Luke and Dad show. The guys from the Luke and Dad show are going through a difficult time at the moment financially, and I think there's something up with health issues as well in the family, and they basically are in a very bad state at the moment. And if I'll link his video, Comic Book Junkie's video. If you watch his video, you'll be able to see what it's all about and what I'm talking about. They have managed to get a Patreon account, PayPal account going, and if you wanted to help them out, go check out Rachel Ireland at yahoo.co.uk. It's their PayPal account if you want to help them out in any way. Yeah, go watch that video from the Comic Book Junkie. He himself is giving up, I think this month or a week or whatever worth of comic books and donating that money to them. But yeah, long story short, they're having a bit of trouble at the moment, and if anybody can help in any way, please do. Not forgetting that we still have that Patreon account that I spoke about last week, where there was 27 days left, so there's probably 20 days left at the moment, and that was for Greetings from Moonhill. And then also from week 1, the charity outreach that I was talking to you about, Urbanpersuit. Don't forget about those guys, go check them out. All the links will be in the description. Also, obviously, MsFairy's link will be in the description to go check her out. So yeah, that's the community work for the week. Then our rugby, the world top 5 hasn't changed. Still Wales, England, SA, Australia, and then number 1 New Zealand. The sevens haven't changed yet. This weekend they're playing here in England. I only realized that yesterday, or was told about that yesterday. So yeah, we won't be able to go watch that. Is it this weekend or next weekend? I think it's next weekend, the 18th, that they're playing. So yeah, I won't be able to go watch that. But so that top 5 still the same as well. It's USA, Australia, New Zealand, SA, and on top is Fiji. The Super Rugby, there's been a few stirs in the logs, but again, these are based on the points. These are not necessarily the teams that will go through, because of the weird way that they're working with two conferences and wildcard teams and stuff. It's going to be very different, but as far as ease goes and being able to give you guys the top 5, sharing the top spot is the Crusaders and the Chiefs. The Crusaders went up this week. The Highlanders also came up to 2nd place. The Hurricanes stayed at 3rd place. The Stormers came up to 4th place, and the Bulls stayed at 5th place this week. So the Super Rugby is starting to shuffle around a bit. There's a few more guys winning and a few more guys losing, so it's getting more exciting. The Currie Cup has changed totally. The Griquas are still at number 1, which stays the same. But the Boland Cavaliers, the Pumas, and the Griffins all came up into the top 5, and they pushed Western Province down to number 5 in the top 5. So the top 5 is Griquas, then Boland, then Pumas, then Griffins, then Western Province. They are still in the qualification stages, I understand. I'm not quite sure how all that works. You're welcome to go check it out. Then world football has no changes either. We've still got Argentina at number 1, Belgium number 2, Chile number 3, Colombia number 4, and your 5th from the top is Germany. Cricket stayed the same as far as international goes. So your test teams are still New Zealand, England, Pakistan, India, and Australia. Australia being number 1, New Zealand being 5. Then on the one day, Sri Lanka's at 5, India's at 4, SA's at 3, New Zealand at 2, and Australia at 1. And T20, you've got England at 5, South Africa at 4, West Indies at 3, India at 2, and New Zealand at 1. IPL, there's been a few changes to the spots. The top spot has now been taken by the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Number 2 are the Gujarat Lions. Number 3 are the Delhi Daredevils. Number 4, which drops a few spaces, is Kolkata Knight Riders. And number 5, also dropping a few spaces, is Mumbai Indians. Righteous. Then moving on to the UFC, we've got the pound for pound. Like I said last week, pound for pound is journalists from around the world that are obviously reputable journalists. They get to vote on who are the top fighters in their opinion, pound for pound. So just because you're a lady doesn't mean you'll actually beat the man or what have you. It's just basically on their performance and I presume you could also say their popularity. But pound for pound, your top man in UFC at the moment is John Jones. Your flyweight champion, Demetrius Johnson. Bantamweight still Dominic Cruz. Featherweight still Conor McGregor. Lightweight still Rafael dos Anjos. Welterweight still Robbie Lawler. Your middleweight is Luke Rockhold. Your light heavyweight Daniel Cormier. And your heavyweight is Fabricio Verdum from Brazil. Just an update on last week's match, the one that was held in Rotterdam. I told you that the headliner was the world number 5, I think. Yes, the world number 5 against the world number 3, Overeem 3 and Arlovski number 5. That match was won by Alistair Overeem, who has now gone up to number 2 in the heavyweight world, which means there's one guy between him and the champion. The women's strawweight, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, is still the same, and the bantamweight is still Misha Tate. The next big match to look out for is a pay-per-view match. It's this Saturday the 14th, yes, this Saturday coming up. The heavyweight championship is on the line. They're fighting in Brazil. It's Verdum versus Miocic. Now, Verdum, obviously from Brazil. Miocic is from USA. The fight totals for Brazil dude, Verdum, is 25-1. And the USA dude is 14-2-0. Knockouts and technical knockouts, Verdum, 30%. Whereas Miocic has 71%. Verdum is 76 inches, so is Miocic. Verdum is 231 pounds, and he's pipped by 9 pounds by Miocic, who weighs in at 240 pounds. They reach 77 inches for Brazil and 80 inches for USA, but the leg reach 45 inches for Brazil and 39 inches for USA. So that's quite a big fight coming up, obviously. You can check it out on pay-per-view, they say. Then, our WWE power rankings for this week. There's been a lot of shifts. In fact, all 5 of the spots have changed around. Again, I think this is on popularity about what happened over the weekend, or not over the weekend, for the last week. Your top spot is Roman Reigns, who came up to the top spot. The New Day came up to 2nd. AJ Styles dropped to 3rd. Chris Jericho, don't know what the hell he's doing there. But anyway, he's dropped to 4th. And Charlotte has come up into the top 5 to number 5. I'm very excited about Big Cass at the moment. He's making a few waves. He was supposed to have a match with Jericho, but then Dean Ambrose had a match with Jericho's jacket, it seemed, at the end of Raw, is it? Yeah, at the end of Raw on Monday. So that match never really happened. It was supposed to happen. Then there was a 6-way between the Usos and Roman Reigns, and the camp obviously run by AJ Styles. And yeah, that was very exciting. Bada bing, bada boom, fattest guys in the room. But yeah, have a look, check it out. Thank you so much for your time. I think that's it for this week. Trying to keep it short and sweet so that you can watch it. If there's anything else, oh, I almost forgot the song for the week that I was going to tell you about. The song for the week, my wife and I, on last Thursday evening, we went to go watch a live band called Rent Collective. So the song for the week is My Lighthouse by Rent Collective, because I really enjoy the song and it's got a cool beat. I will link that in the description below as well. So yeah, go click on all those links, go look at all those things that I told you about to look at, and have a good one. Copy again next time. Just bye.